What's good, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Weekly Outlook. In this episode, we will be discussing about DXY, gold, euro dollar, pound dollar, odd USD, and of course DXY. So markets have been ranging quite a bit, and in the past few weeks, I could not make a video. Sincere apologies for that. However, at gold, if we talk about gold, what's happening is we had a bullish reaction from here, and from then on we have been making lower highs and lower lows. Now what can we expect in coming days, in coming weeks? We will be discussing about that in this particular video. To start off, what we will do is we will be looking at gold on a monthly time frame. So clearly very bullish, and we have created some good buy side liquidity, right? So indicates that we are heading higher clearly. Now here you will see is what we have been doing since past few months. We've been making a higher low, and a possible higher low, right? So my bias is quite simple, that one, I think we have some sort of trend line which could be tested or manipulated. So on a on a weekly time frame, what we have been seeing is market structure has made a higher high, and this is a possible higher low, right? Now in this price action right here, if we go into the daily time frame, what is happening is we have created this high, made some sort of low, some sort of high, again a low, again a high, higher low. Let's call this, and yeah, that's where we sort of broke structure on the downside. And now what I'm expecting is, if I go on a smaller time frame, we need to turn bullish around these levels, right? However, what has happened on a 4-hour time frame during NFP, we simply consolidated, grabbed liquidity from the bottom, and tested this particular supply zone, right? So I am not particularly expecting prices to head higher or even close above 54, 55 odd levels. I would want prices to maybe reverse from here, maybe break this, and then after manipulating this trend line, we could potentially head higher. So this is my overall bias. Of course, we are looking for longs only strictly because gold is bullish, and I think based on some previous data as well, I think it's quite possible that until September end, we might keep consolidating, we might keep testing this particular range, which is from 1890 to 1990 approximate levels. So until September, until the last quarter, until the second last quarter, sorry, we could be consolidating right in this range and maybe manipulate the low as well. So yeah, I mean, the more we manipulate the lows, the better it will be from a long perspective, because it will keep clearing all sorts of supports, all sorts of sellers should be trapped right here in the selling that we see, and then we can continue higher comfortably in a nice bullish rally that we saw from the past September month, which is here. We consolidated, made a low during September, and after that some more consolidation, and then we saw nice rally on the upside. So I'm expecting something very similar this month as well, this September as well. Now let's quickly dive into euro US dollar. We clearly have this wick which could be filled, so we could potentially head higher. Again, the structure overall, higher highs, higher lows, as you can see. So I'm more interested to look for longs only, again, not looking for shorts aggressively. Here, if I talk about weekly time frame, we have created some sort of liquidity. We have left some sort of demand zone right here. So we could potentially come back to test this. could happen around September as well. And right now the structure right here, as you can see, this was my previous demand, which gave us a higher high, right? A very clean higher high. So I would want markets to just wick below this and not close below this. Something just like this, and continuation on the upper side. Right now, also, if you observe, the structure is pretty much bearish, right? We've been making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and this is a potential lower high that we've made, and we could see some sort of continuation on the downside, similar to gold, right? Let's take a look at GBP USD. So on GBP USD monthly time frame, we have filled this imbalance clearly, right? And we've got liquidity from previous month low, and I think yeah, this did not, even gold did not. So only GBP USD has got liquidity from previous month low. That's interesting. Let's see what else do we have. So, okay, this demand is in control, and right now we can expect prices to be pushed higher. Let's go on a smaller time frame to understand. Okay, this is some sort of equal highs. We've tested this order block once and twice. Okay, I think on GBP USD, this particular demand zones has to be tested, because overall the structure, we have been creating strong supply zones while reversing back down, right? Why do I call this strong? Is because sellers were trapped right here aggressively and price moved down, right? So we have been trapping the sellers, sorry, the buyers more, and sellers right here at the break of this were simply trapped. I would say just tested this area. I think we could see some similar action like this on pound dollar as well. Overall, my bias would still remain the same. Maybe this week could be potentially a little bullish, but after that we can see some corrections. Let's go into odd USD monthly time frame. So monthly time frame, we've clearly some sort of like broken structure, turned bullish. This is some sort of buy side liquidity being created and manipulated as well. And right now, again, I see some sort of buyers being trapped here. Let's go into a smaller time frame. So okay, now weekly is convincing because we have trapped sellers and we have broken structure on the upside, and this is where we have tested the demand zone from this manipulation, right? So it makes a lot of sense to look for long positions on odd USD, maybe to target this particular supply zone right here, where last time buyers were trapped here. And of course, this could also be a potential target or a potential reversal zone. However, I think this has more significant strength, and we could see maybe a pullback or a continuation below. But for sure, we are heading higher in this particular week. Now, finally, we have DXY. I think I had already the thing that I've been waiting for on DXY was finally done. I did mention that we have this imbalance previously and a weekly demand zone right here, which needs to be tested, and we've tested that, and that is where we have got a very beautiful reaction from. Currently, as of now, what's happening is we have created this trend line, and there is these highs. So I think, in my opinion, uh, after some sort of correction, we can again head higher, break this trend line, and then maybe continue bullish or bearish. That would depend, but for sure we are going to manipulate this trend line. We have to go about this to manipulate the buyers for one last time, I think, and then continue lower. This could be one possibility, or we could simply reverse back up again, creating a bottom. So this would be very tricky, to be honest, because as of current price action, we have tested the trend line, and right here the sellers would be interested to keep selling, right? However, structure is pretty much intact. We haven't really turned bearish as such, and after some price action, some maybe lower highs, lower lows, some liquidity grabs, we could potentially manipulate this trend line. It would be better the earlier we manipulate this, the better it would be for our long positions. So yeah, I think this is it, guys. If you found the video helpful, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button, and share it with your trader friends. Drop your comments below, tell me your views, and thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.